Welcome to LumenSoft video tutorials. In this tutorial, you will learn about the system security. As you can see from the security menu, you can define groups. Groups are defined on the basis of which group rights are granted. Similarly, you can also create users through the security menu and grant different rights to each user. Moreover, you can also view the operations performed by any user within the group through the log viewer screen. Now we will demonstrate the above mentioned features to you one by one. Firstly, we will define a group. For this, select Groups from the security menu. The Groups screen displays. You can define new groups in the system through this screen. The already defined groups in the system display in the grid. Firstly, type the name of the group in the group name field. Then, select the type of the group from the group types list. Any additional comments are entered in the comments field. Now, click Save from the toolbar to save the group. The newly defined group now displays in the grid. Now, you will learn how to define group rights. From the security menu, select Group Rights. The Group Rights screen displays. Through this screen, you can control rights of all groups. From the Form Groups list, select the group against which you want to define the rights. From the Form Categories list, select the category on which you want to grant the rights to the group. For example, we want to give rights of shop activities to the Sales Shops group. Then, we will select Shop Activities from the Form Categories list. The Shop Activities feature is now displaying in this area. Click the Add Sign or the Expand Collapse to First Level button to expand the feature in the area. All the features available within the Shop Activities are now displaying. To further expand the features, click the Add Sign or the Expand Collapse to Second Level button. The Is Selected checkboxes are displaying. Now, select the respective checkbox to grant the rights to the group on the feature against the respective operation. For the rights you don't want to allow, deselect the checkboxes. You can also give all rights of Shop Activities feature to the group. For example, by selecting the View All checkbox, you can see that the View checkboxes against all the features are selected. Similarly, you can select other checkboxes to grant respective rights to the group. This is a convenient method of selecting all checkboxes, which saves time instead of selecting each checkbox one by one. Now, click Save from the toolbar to save the group rights. The rights of the group are now defined. You have now learned how to define rights for groups. Moving on, now you will learn how to define users. From the Security menu, select Users. The user screen displays. All the users present in the system are defined through this screen. This grid is displaying the list of the users already defined in the system. From the Select a Group list, select the group under which the user is being defined. The user will have the rights according to the group to which they belong to. This implies that the user will only be able to perform those operations which the group is allowed to perform on the application. In the name field, type the name of the user. In the login ID and password, type the user credentials which the user will use to log in to the system. Type the same password in the Confirm Password field. Any additional comments are entered in the Comments field. After this, select the language from the language list which is used to display the application to the user. This can be English, Arabic, or Urdu. These are the rights that can be granted to the user apart from the group rights. If you want the user to view reports or any feature that consists of cost price, then you will select the Enable View Cost Price checkbox. However, if you don't want the user to view the cost price, then deselect the checkbox. If the user is viewing the application in Urdu or Arabic, then you have to select the Is Right to Left checkbox. This will enable all the screens in the system to display from right to left. Another feature of the system is that the users are provided with the facility of viewing the reports online. If you want to grant this right to the user, then select the Is Web User checkbox. By selecting the Apply Adjustment checkbox, the user can only make limited adjustment from the sales screen. By selecting the Apply Open Adjustment checkbox, the user can make adjustments from the sales screen without any restrictions. From the toolbar, click Save to save the user in the system. Next time, when the user logs into the system, the user will have only the rights that have been granted to him through this group, as well as the additional rights that you have granted just right about now through this screen. Moving on, you can also block a user. Select the user you want to block from the list. The details of the respective user are loaded on the screen. Select the end date for the user from the end date field and click Update from the toolbar to save the changes. Now the user is blocked and will not be able to log into the system. Lastly, now we will demonstrate to you how to view the operations performed by the user in the system. For this, select Log Viewer from the Security menu. This displays the Log Viewer screen. The Software Users field is displaying the list of all the users in the system. From this list, select the user against which you want to view the log. Now click Generate. As you can see that the grid is displaying all the details of the user, implying that the user has performed the following actions on the particular shop on the respective date. Similarly, you can view logs for other users in the system. In this tutorial, you have learned about the system security. Thank you for your attention.